Good morning, my family. I hope y'all are excited to trade today. Let's jump right into morning prep. Big old game of rotation, guys. Let's kind of do a quick recap of what's taken place here so far this week. So Monday, we get the big old gap up for tech names. Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Google, you name it. Big old gap to the upside. Quickly after the open, though, guys, what we saw was some profit taking. Not just profit taking, but rotation. They're taking money out of tech. Where were they putting it on Monday? Well, they were coming on over here to finance, right? They were rotating all that capital from tech over into energy. They were rotating that capital from tech over into the transports, over into the industrials. So you get the big gap up Monday. They locking in profits, taking all that capital, rotating it to other sectors. We then come into yesterday morning's session. The sectors that they rotated into gapped up. You got a gap up for the industrials, for finance, for energy, etc. This is a great example, though, guys. This market, right after we bottomed in, call it March, it's been tech and semis. They've been leading the way, and you got to be careful, guys, trading these other sectors right now, in my opinion, because the momentum can be very short-lived. So they rotate into all these additional sectors on Monday. Those sectors gap up yesterday morning, but look what happens, guys, immediately after the open. They take their money out of industrials. They take their money back out of finance. They're taking that money back out of energy. They're taking that money back out of the industrials. They're taking that money back out of the transports. Where's all that capital going yesterday? You guessed it. Technology and the semis. So this whole market, guys, and I think this is kind of the most important chart here to get a good sense of it. You take a look at the trend here after we bottom out in March. Look at these sectors, right? Is finance in any kind of trend? Absolutely not. Is energy in any kind of trend? Absolutely not. The industrials, they look okay, right? Transportation, it looks pretty damn good, but without a shadow of a doubt, semiconductors, SMH, and technology, XLK, have led the way here. So we get that big old game of rotation Monday, Tuesday. They come right back into the tech names yesterday, and we saw some beautiful moves. So before we jump into those setups and the focus list for today's session, that's something I want y'all to keep in mind. Be careful trading these sectors, finance, energy, etc., because it can be very short-lived. So, when I saw money rotating there into finance on Monday, I took a shot here, guys, at this 4-hour squeeze on Goldman Sachs. Beautiful move, gaps up into yesterday's open, but look how quick it gives it all back. Big money comes knocking on the door of finance saying, hey, we want our capital back. We want to put it elsewhere. So these moves can be very short-lived, and they only last generally as long as the rotation lasts. So take a look here, guys, at the Goldman trade. And again, everything is relative, guys, so a $400 or $500 profit might be big given your account size, but I'm talking to y'all in terms of, everything being relative. Not a big trade here, right? Got a couple of calls, got the 195 strikes for Friday's expiration. Bought 2 of them, guys, so we're putting in about $2,300. We're locking up yesterday for about a $400 or so profit. So really short-lived, and had I held on any longer, you guys can see I exited relatively early in the session. You're giving up all those gains. So where'd the money go yesterday, guys? Back in to tech and semis. We had Google with a beautiful hourly squeeze that fired to the upside, and we're getting a little bit of a gap here this morning. We had Amazon, which I traded yesterday. We came into the session, and we had 3 different squeezes on Amazon. We had a really good-looking 2-hour squeeze yesterday, right there. We had a really good-looking 1 hour. I'm sorry. Where is it? Here we go. We had a really good-looking 4-hour squeeze. And we also had a 30-minute squeeze. So coming into the session, Google squeezed and Amazon squeezed and all these beautiful setups. But the trick was money started hitting tech. These setups are only as good, guys, as when the big money is hitting them. You need the big money at your back. So I did take a nice little quick trade yesterday on this Amazon 30-minute squeeze once it started breaking out. And again, guys, everything here is relative. So y'all can see on the 30-minute squeeze here, right around, let's see, was that? Right around 10:30 in the morning or so, guys, got next Friday's expiration 3250 call at 121.65. So, a quick $1,000 profit in, call it 20 minutes or so. But this is the kind of shit I hate, and call it the trading industry. All you see is Instagram posts $1,000 in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It wasn't even a 10% return. It was a $12,000 position. So beautiful trade, appropriate size given my account, nice little move. But you got to be transparent, guys. I'm really, really big on that. So make sure, you got a lot of different trading channels, a lot of traders on Instagram, etc. Make sure they're being transparent, right? Think in terms of percentages, not in dollar amounts. It wasn't even a 10% return, but because of the position sizing, it's a nice $1,000 trade. So that was Amazon, guys. So nonetheless, heading into today's session, I'm looking for continuation in tech and in the semis. You got a couple of good looking setups here, guys. First and foremost, for Amazon, we do got this 30-minute squeeze here heading into the open. So we get a nice move yesterday. We then go into another consolidation, building up energy. Does the move continue? If so, that 30-minute squeeze, definitely one to keep an eye on. And then, guys, the leaders yesterday were the semis. Micron was running on big news. Qualcomm hit an all-time high. AMD was strong. But interestingly enough, the leader of the pack here, Nvda, just kind of chopping back and forth yesterday. Now, that chop gave us a really good-looking hourly squeeze as well as a really good-looking 2-hour squeeze. So if the semis are once again strong today, looking to see if Nvidia can wake up, guys, fire off this 2-hour squeeze and make a move to and potentially through all-time highs. We closed at 510 yesterday. You got all-time highs, about $7 ahead at 517. Average move right now for the last 2 weeks on Nvidia is about $16. So gives us an average day of work. We can see 520 plus. I did take a position in this yesterday, guys, so I will keep y'all updated on that. But I'm playing the 2-hour squeeze here with a couple of weeklies, and I got, what do we get? Just small position, one contract of the 500 strikes. If that squeeze does begin to fire, I'll consider adding. But that's about it, guys. Big money, rotating out of tech on Monday, coming right back in yesterday. Do they continue that trend of buying tech and semis here today? We shall see. For those of y'all in the Focus Trades group, we'll be live this morning at 8:50 a.m. Eastern for our morning prep and live trading of the first hour of the session. Appreciate you guys watching as always. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Check us out at focustrades.com. Trade safe today, guys. I'll keep y'all posted.